Okay, so this is March of the Machines, sealed. My second game, I went with a very greedy 5-color deck, trying to play the best cards in all 5 colors. I pulled a Niv Mizzet, and sealed is normally a little slower than limited. This, I feel, is a slow format. You'll see it went many turns, and both of us had well over 7 lands. So I feel like, battle cards are going to make the format slower if people are playing them. And so playing your best cards is going to have value. Play your rares. But you'll see this game has a lot of back and forth. So obviously with this board, all of his creatures have 1 toughness. Jury will give me an opportunity to get 2 for 1s unless he counters it. Oh yeah, that prankster. He can pay 2 life and 3 mana and turn it into a 3/2, which I expect he will. Otherwise, I'd get a 2 for 1. I'd trade and kill 2 of his creatures. So yes, does that. Now the choice here, obviously, is whether I want to kill the lifelinker, but I want to get the bigger creature off the board, especially because when that creature dies, you have to sack an artifact. Since I don't have one on the board, it's a win. So I could get a little 1/1, but this is better. So yeah, in 5-color decks, obviously your mana seekers are going to be a higher priority, especially when they're colorless, so you can always play them and get the color you're missing. In this case, a plains. So if I draw any of my spells, I can play them. It's a good top deck. Gives me an opportunity to. I should have attacked here first, hoping to get maybe a point of damage in. Again, that battle is pretty good because it's good creature control with life gain. So if you're not advancing your board state, you're at least have an opportunity to clear a creature and gain some life. So here I had some options, but I decided that the Joyful Storm Sculptor gave me the most permanents to counter his. Seeing that he's probably running as much of his creature control as possible. So rather than put all my eggs in one basket, wanted to be prepared. And sure enough, he was able to kill my big creature. So yeah, you have to be prepared that whatever you play has to have value, because in sealed, people are going to play all their creature control they have. There are, since a lot of historic cards in these packs, and it's a little random what you will see, wider than a normal sealed format. And at this point I could kill that, but he could respond by transforming it. So I decided to give it haste and attack my battle. Give him the option if he wants to defend it or not. I doubt he will. It's not. Now I can advance my board. This Norn's Inquisitor I think is okay. The incubate seems like a fair mechanic for limited. I don't think it's broken. I don't think it's must play, but it's good value. Token creatures always have some value in limited. So he's got to decide whether he wants to defend that battle or whether he wants to get aggressive. I am only at 14 life. He's at 25. I think the correct play here is to attack with the 2/2. They do have haste since they have been in play. He does not elect to attack. Well, at this point I play this battle. It's kind of a little iffy on it, on the Invasion of Kaladesh. And I ended up taking it out of the deck after this match because I feel like it needs more artifact synergy to have value. The transformed one at least. One with Thopter isn't really great for blue and a red as far as value goes. So I probably would rate it a lot lower after playing with it. Obviously Invasion of Innistrad is a very good battle, as it provides really good creature control and would be, once transformed, as a game-winning enchantment. But it's a mythic rare, so you'll encounter it less. So he still has 1 or 2 cards in hand. And you see we both have, he has 8 lands. A lot of back and forth. Again, I don't feel like you should be prioritizing super low cost curves. I feel like the format is such that it will get, you'll get a chance to cast. I think these forest cycling and swamp cycling creatures like I just drew are definitely playable. If you have them in your opening hand, you can obviously cycle for them, but games go long enough, you're going to be really excited to draw them. So yes, the Grandmother is a big threat. It's going to draw a lot of hate. Otherwise, she's going to start taking over. She's a bomb with evasion, as is at this point the Gloomfang Mauler. Backup, I think, is a very strong mechanic, and it allows you to spread your threats out. So rather than put all your eggs on one creature, now your opponent has to choose where his creature control goes. Who is he going to kill? I've got 3 threats. He likes it instead, rather than try to clear my board. Maybe he's out of creature control spells. He tries to advance his. Does have 6 mana left. I think he's going to try to just transform the Thallid. You can do that right away. No need to wait. No need to tap. I guess he can do it at instant speed too. So yeah, at this point, that Invasion of Kaladesh is so bad, since I don't have very many artifacts, that I'm just going to attack. His face, now since he's at 25 life, he's debating just taking this. Nothing interesting in my graveyard. Yeah, he's got to answer some things right away or this game will be over. Can now also flash in my companion at any time. I like the companions. If you have a chance to play with them, do it. Like having an 8th card in your opening hand. Loot tree is obviously pretty easy. Alright, so he's got creature control, but I have so many threats, he just has to take out the biggest one, the evasive one. But this Gloomfang Mauler is going to be a problem. Transforming, he gives himself another creature, another permanent on the board, as well as making the Blight Sower stronger. A little flash in my creature. Alright, and then once again, creature control is devastating. I like to just go face. Be aggressive. Here's another position with my menace creature. I think there's 2 permanents. Got a dig. It's probably a good one. I like looting in limited formats. And I get the win. Sealed, I think, is really fun, really varied. I think because you're getting these extra historic cards other than just the cards in the set, makes it more difficult to evaluate. But you definitely want to play them. It is a slower format. So if you get really good aggro cards, you could probably take advantage. On to the next one.